So if we talk about Paul Brunson, right? So for him and Matthew Hussey are the only ones who talk about having a wife.
Okay.
Right. I mean, their strategy is completely different, let's say, to Sadia Khan and to Andrew Tate and Myron and all that stuff. And they're more on the, like, you know, therapy, psychology side from, you know, from like an educational perspective. They are the only ones who talk about having a wife and having a long relationship and having some troubles. However, again, they're talking from a male perspective, and they're talking by themselves.
Oh, I think Matthew Hussey tried to do a podcast with.
No, he does have something with his wife. He does. Okay. And they actually had like good banter, and you can see that they have a good connection. But it's very rare to see an actual couple who shows compatibility and, you know, love and banter and a connection, talking about how to be a couple or how to attain that kind of love. So, you know, for example, Paul Brunson, we all know he's been in a relationship for a very long time. He's been married for a long time with his wife. And, you know, you see the pictures of his family in the background of his podcast. But again, it's not like you can feel any of it. You know, you just hear it. You see the photo and you take what he says and you believe it.
But you can't really, like, if you're a viewer, you can really, if you're not in a relationship, like you said, you can't really imagine yourself. And said,
this is what I aspire to have. This type of relationship and this type of strong connection. You can say that on a surface level, and that's all I'm trying to say is with all of the coaches, no matter what type of coach there are, it's mostly surface level. They
don't go inside their own story. What they are living. To say that as well, this is what I learned from my mistake. Actually, one couple do that, the Gottmans.
The Gottmans do that. But they're on a whole different level, and I wouldn't even. That's exactly right. I wouldn't even. They're not comparable to any of them because they've literally dedicated their whole life to relationship and research and strategies on how to be married for a long time and
how to overcome issues as well.
And also predict whether or not you're going to stay together. So the Gottmans are really the only ones that I can't even put them in the same class.
They're not in the same, and even them, they are not in the same class. When you watch what they are doing or whatever, it's not like the other YouTubers.
They have a whole relationship institute. So it's a completely different level. And even when you see them, who is the talker? If you see them, the wife is the one who's kind of I wouldn't say in charge, but in a sense dominant in one way, and he's the more calm one and the more slow-paced one. So it's a completely different dynamic again to all of the things that is promoted about relationships, right? Where we always talk about the man is the head and the man is the dominant and Again, you see this beautiful couple who's dedicated their life and they still have a connection. They're really cute. Even when you see them interact together, that's a relationship that you want to have. That's a relationship to aspire to, and you see it with your eyes and you feel it.
And that's when you talk about like they never get deeper in their issue. It would be interesting for us, for example, to talk as well about our past. Personally, like that, to see what we are, what we were, where we were, and what we are now.
As
well. This is as well important for someone to connect with you, to understand that you weren't the one that you are now during 30 years. Of course not. Sometimes it's been 6 years that you are who you are now.
That's exactly right. Because all your 35. Experiences shape you and change you, and you would hope that make you evolve, right? And so, yeah, like, I think it's very important to talk about your past, to not really just even talk about your mistakes, but talk about the things that made you learn or made you be a better person.
Exactly.